Hello everyone, welcome back to another Transformers video. This is the next of our Europe exclusives. Here we have the Transformers Turbomaster Thunderclash. Yep, so here is Thunderclash. He's pretty cool. Now, I can't wait to review this guy. He's pretty cool one. He's also one of the biggest Transformers to have gold plastic. But here he is. We have quite a rare one here today. But this is the absolutely fantastic Thunderclash. A fantastic figure. Pretty cool. Oh, as you can see, it's a big futuristic truck, which is pretty cool. He's the leader of the Turbomasters, which we will review next, probably. And if we just bring the trailer in, you can see this is when they start featuring Transformers on the side of the truck. Pretty cool. And there's just Transformers there. Yeah. It's quite cool, that is. I like that. And here we have the cab. This is actually Thunderclash himself. We've got more Transformers on the stickers there. Slightly discolored at the front, but as you can see, we've got the infamous gold plastic. So, you've got to be careful of this one. Now, I do have the missiles, but I only have 11 of them. And I will show them fire later on. But as you can see, it splits into two halves here. So, we've got the trailer over there and the robot. The trailer works quite well, as they've added a third wheel down there, so it actually stabilises itself on its own. Pretty good. And on the back, you've got Transformers written there. Strangely enough, though, it's the 1989 logo, whereas this is the 91 to 93 logo. So, don't quite know what's going on there. Maybe it was a transitional shift, as these figures were between G1 and G2. But either way, it's quite interesting, because as you can see, there's Jetstorm over there, which I'll come to review as well. He's carded, as you see. Pretty cool, have the card backs and everything. And there you go. Pretty cool. We'll get on to him as well. I've only got 2 of the Aqua Speeders. They've been quite hard to find, so I can't get all of them. I can't review all of them at the moment, because I'm still looking for some. Anyway, right, so to transform it. So I really like Thunderclash's bigger truck mode. If we'll just bring it back in quickly. As you can see, there's a little slot there, and there's a port there, and it all clips in like that. It rolls quite well. Yeah, you can move it. You can disengage it, and the trailer will stay on its own. It's pretty cool. We've got some nice light piping up there as well, which is quite cool. And in this mode, you can also do this, whereas if you press down, the guns will fold out. And if you come in here, you could probably take the missiles. They will fire. But this one's come out here, so what you do is you put the missile in there like that, and as you can see, it shoots out. Pretty cool. Now we'll get round to showing that a bit more when we transform it. Just put that back in there. So it comes with 12 missiles, as you can see, but I only have 11. So to be honest with you, it's quite good because it was only supposed to have 10, the one I picked up. So yeah, I managed to get this guy this time last year. So was it June? Yeah, June last year. So about 1 year ago now. Over a year ago, actually. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really glad to have this guy. He's a really good transformer. And when we get to the base mode, oh, it's fantastic. Anyway, right, so we're going to start here with the cab section. So you can see, this is Thunderclash. Good stickers. Again, Transformers on the windscreen there. Obviously not a robot in disguise, but there we go. I did like when they started doing that, though. Right, anyway, so the transformer, what we're going to have to do is we're going to fold the legs down. Got to be careful of the feet. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not too sure if you do, because it's all one piece now. Again, maybe this one hasn't been played with as much. Then what you have to do is you have to get the head out, but I won't actually show you his head. I'll save that for the robot mode, for the reveal. And then what you do is you come in here and pull out the arms, and then you got to be a bit careful because, as you can see, that's a gold plastic piece on a joint, and that's going to come folding down like so to reveal the chest and pop up the head. And there's Thunder Clash in robot mode. Now, something I didn't realise till literally just the other day, when I watched the Machine Wars Optus Prime review, is that his fists are supposed to extend like that. Never knew that. Or maybe I did, but by the time I got the figure, I've forgotten. But there you go, there's Thunder Clash, pretty cool. And he's got some fantastic light piping in there. If he'll show us. Yeah, he's got some pretty good light piping. Good head sculpt. But the only movement you're going to get is that he can bend at the knee. Well, he's got rotation at the waist, if you can even call it that. And his arms will go down. But to be honest, that's not too bad. He looks pretty good on display. And standing up, yeah, he's pretty good. Paint app's quite nice. He's got a wide greenish turquoise blue colour scheme and a darker red, a lighter red with gold. Not bad. And he's got fluorescent windows in pink. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Anyway, right, so we'll set him aside and we'll come back onto the trailer. And here comes the main part of this figure. So we're going to put him back, put him off to the side, and that gun's already decided to fall out, so we'll do that. Right, so to transform the trailer, what we're going to do is we're going to start at the back here, and we're going to grab these sections there and pull off the back section. That'll come into use later. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come in the back here, where it says Transformers. You're going to have to untab it there. In fact, we kind of need them to be up like that, and that will all fold out on both sides. Well, that side did quite well. Huh, what about that? Doesn't normally do that. Then what you do is you bring those down, and you can either take this off or leave it in. But I tend to leave it in, really. And you might be putting a strain on the plastic, depending how good condition yours is. But mine seems to be fairly good. And what you do is you rotate this around like that. We'll fold these down. I do think it's actually getting too tall now, so we're going to have to take a shifty. Oh, if that box wants to say shut. There we go. As you can see, there's something going on there. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to change it there, like so. Rotate that to the back. Or maybe we've rotated it too far. Oh, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and to reveal this absolutely gigantic gold gun. You've got to be a bit careful with it, very careful with it, as it's a giant gold plastic gun, which is fantastic. Yeah, whoever designed that, there we go. Yeah, this figure's got to be quite careful, this figure. It's a bit of a bloody nightmare to transform, especially with all the gold plastic parts. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into back there, fold that down, like so, and get to the very back and pop that in, like that. And there you have the base mode. And now what you're going to do is you've got to take Thunder Clash. And as you can see, there's some ports there. And what you're going to do, oh, if the thing will stay on the table. And what you're going to do is, I'm going to plug him in, like that. And hopefully he stays there. Now if you're heavy-handed, or if it's just loose, it's probably best to support it in this mode, if you're going to hold it. But there is, if I've got this done correctly, I think I might have extended it too far. But there is G1 Thunder Clash. An absolutely incredible figure. There he is, and it's even too big to get in shot still. There we have it, G1 Thunder Clash. Incredible, absolutely fantastic figure. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come to the bottom here, and we're going to, in fact, we're probably going to have to go back to the old rotation now. Oh, I can't even hold the damn thing. As you can see, we're going to get a good shot of him there. Pretty cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this, like that. Get a bit further out. In fact, we're now a bit too... well, I'm going to hold it basically. But what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and you see there's these bits. No, that's no good. We are going to have to do this. Sorry about that. Not the best setup, but there we go. And we're going to come in here. This is quite hard to do, actually, to be honest with you. Doesn't always like to do it, but what happens is these bits will rotate around, and as they do, we hear the missiles come down if they want to work. They seem to be stuck. This one's not, but basically it's supposed to be a gravity-fed missile system. As you can see, they were falling into place there. This one doesn't want to have it, but there we go. And do the same on this side. It's going to be an absolute nightmare putting this thing away, that's all I'm saying. I'm going to tell you now, you're going to have way over time putting this thing back in the display, but if I can get in here, you might be able to get back in, but yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. That door might open, but this one doesn't, so bear with me for a second. I'm going to try. Oh, this is fantastic, isn't it? It's a great big gold plastic gun where it is as well. Have to try and prise it out. Oh, there we go. Just do that really. Just rotate the missiles down. And basically, what happens is you fold that up. If it wants to work, maybe again these missiles haven't been put in properly. There's something to look out for. Oh, it should work, but obviously it doesn't always want to. Basically, when you do that, they should all come down like that. Oh, this is fantastic, isn't it? There we go. Then what you can do is you can set one missile in. Oh, what happened there? More than one missile's gone in. I'll just take that one out. As you can see, that's what the missiles look like. They're pretty cool looking. They are very different to the actual Turbomaster missiles. I will tell you. Oh, that missile didn't actually go in after all. There we go. As you can see, you've got the missiles in there. And you've got to be a bit careful when shooting it because it's a gold plastic gun, but we'll try it gold plastic cannon, but we'll try it nonetheless. Oh, that didn't work, did it? I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of these missiles so we can actually show you fire it properly. As you can see, it works like that. And if it gets in, there you go. That's pretty cool. That's how the missiles fire. Now, I won't do that too often because it's a gold plastic cannon, and you could break the spring, which shatters the gold plastic around it. So not the greatest, but when it works, it does work. So and it works quite well as well, which is pretty cool. Really good gravity-fed missile system, which was unfortunately not added to the Machineless version because safety laws had to be taken out. There we go. That's exclusive to this guy. Still, it's never been re-released. Most of the gold plastic transformers have never been re-released. And the missile system, I'll tell you why. Because it wouldn't be released under today's standards. Anyway, I'm going to try and get all these missiles out. Close that up. So this has been Vector Action with G1 Thunderclash. A really cool figure. If you can find them, definitely pick them up. Though he tends to be a bit more on the rarer side and the more expensive side. Like I said, I went without this guy for years, but finally managed to get one for £48.50 on eBay. It was a bidding war. It wasn't buy it now. But at the time, they weren't as popular as they are now. So there we go. Well, that was only last year, but now there's probably even more people looking. So there we go. If you can find a good price, definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth it. And it's a great figure on display. Even though it has gold plastic. Now there is something going on there. I don't think it's meant to be like that. Something has gone a bit wrong there, hasn't it? There we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah. Then again, I'm not sure if it does. One side's still slightly off. I do want to show it properly, because it's probably going to be the only time I review this figure, because I did do a review on this guy last year, but I wasn't doing the Retroaction channel then. So there we go. Anyway, right, so this has been Retroaction with G1 Thunderclash. It's definitely worth it, and even though it has gold plastic, I would say you're still able to transform it, but you do have to be very careful with it. No, it's nowhere near as brittle and delicate as G1 Pyro, which arrived yesterday. We picked that up for £6, so it's not bad, and we've got Brawl with them for 50p, because mine broke, if you heard in the review. I don't know what happened, but I either got too stiff or I transformed it wrong, and yeah, it split. Anyway, right, there's been Retroaction with Transformers G1 Thunderclash. Really good figure, fantastic. One of my favourites of the G1 line, even though it came right at the end, even though it came right at the very end, at the tail end of the line. It's a really good figure. Apparently these were released, the Turbomasters and everyone were re-released under the Generation 2, but banner, but I haven't seen any packaged versions of that, so if you've got any, please share. Quite interesting to know. There's no difference, just the packaging, but I've seen the Stormtroopers before, and the Aqua Speeders I haven't either. But I never came across any Turbomasters in G2 packaging before, so it could be rare, even rarer than these guys. Anyway, right, so this has been G1, G2 Thunderclash. I like to go with G1 because I think this guy deserves to be part of Generation 1 or the Transformers. And there it is, there's G1 Thunderclash. Right, so Retroaction, I haven't got Skyquake, he's a nightmare to pick up. Could have got him before I got this guy. 30 quid on eBay with all the missiles and the instructions, but I got Iron Fist instead. And he ended a couple of days later, so I couldn't get him anyway. So, because Iron Fist was like 35. So yeah, I'll do a review on him as well. He's £35 Iron Fist, and he's loose, unfortunately. So Skyquake might have been a better one in the end. I haven't seen any since. So yeah, look out for these guys. If you can find them for a good price, definitely get them. At all the boot fairs I've been to, I haven't seen them yet. I haven't seen any G1 Transformers actually, so it does make a difference which year you go, and when, and why, etc. and where. Maybe my area just isn't as good for Transformers that we have in demand, and like I said, Pyro was found in the Charlie shop. So it varies. Anyway, it's been Retroaction with G1 Turbomaster Thunderclash. Pretty cool. Though one last thing, the bio makes him a what was it, Commander-in-Chief something? And Boss is actually the leader of the Turbomasters. So it's kind of interesting. Maybe, and by the way, this guy does have 1992 on the back as the copyright stamp, whereas the rest of the Turbomasters have 1991. So this guy was developed after the rest, so that might be why Boss was originally going to be the leader, like Falcon was originally the leader of the Predators, and Skyquake was another commander of some sort. Anyway, well, it's been Retroaction with G1 Thunderclash. Really good figure, fantastic transformer. One of the best from the entire G1 line. Alright, hopefully more G1 exclusive, European exclusive stuff coming up soon. I've got quite more of them. They're some of my favourites, so they're quite rare as well though. And if we can get Pyro fixed up, I'll do a review on him as well. So I have to be careful. But this guy has survived, he's still in one piece, fantastic. The gold plastic has not broke on me yet. Anyway, it's been Retroaction, except for the one that arrived yesterday anyway. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.